The dark itself was never actually the problem. Not for years now, and still every single night one small lamp stays lit somewhere in the house. Not the overhead light, which would genuinely illuminate the entire room. Something smaller, something that simply holds the space rather than fully revealing it. Called wasteful, called childish, called a habit that should have been outgrown a long time ago. Carl Jung's understanding of an early protective symbol carried quietly into adulthood offers a precise explanation for why this small, specific light matters considerably more than simple leftover fear of the dark. A child's night light was never really about visibility in any practical sense. It was about a specific felt message: someone is near and everything is going to be fine. This message becomes genuinely internalized, associated permanently with this exact quality of soft, contained light rather than with any actual present danger requiring illumination to see clearly. The adult who leaves a small lamp on has not remained afraid of the dark. They have simply kept access to this exact original message, translated now into an adult, considerably more independent form. Jung's understanding adds a genuinely useful, deeper layer to why this specific light continues to matter. He believed early, genuinely significant symbols do not simply disappear once a person grows into adulthood. They persist, quietly reappearing in new, adapted forms throughout an entire life. And a small lamp left burning through the night functions as a genuine, grown echo of the original night light, no longer required to fight off literal darkness, but still quietly, providing the exact same underlying, felt sense of safety and containment. This explains something precise about the actual quality of light a small lamp produces at 2 in the morning. It does not illuminate a room so much as it holds it, keeping the corners from disappearing entirely into darkness without fully exposing everything within it. This specific quality, containment rather than brightness, is precisely what a nervous system responds to and settles around, and this explains why a considerably brighter, more thorough light rarely produces the same genuine comfort a small, contained lamp somehow always manages to provide. Here is what makes this understanding genuinely important rather than simply a charming explanation for an unusual habit. This same underlying pattern often appears in other related forms: an extra blanket kept on the couch for no one in particular, a slightly larger pot of coffee made than actually needed, a porch light left burning long after anyone expected home has already safely arrived. Each of these small habits reflects the exact same underlying instinct: maintaining a small, genuine point of warmth and readiness in the world, considerably more about ongoing emotional containment than about any actual practical necessity. Here is what actually helps in understanding this pattern directly. It helps to recognize this specific habit as a genuine, legitimate form of ongoing self-care rather than an embarrassing quirk requiring correction, since the actual comfort it provides is real and measurable, deserving genuine respect rather than the dismissive labels of wasteful or childish it has so often quietly received instead. There is a second thing worth understanding directly. If you recognize this pattern in someone close to you, this understanding suggests real value in simply allowing it, rather than gently suggesting they should have outgrown it by now. Since this small, quiet habit is doing real, genuine psychological work that a well-meaning suggestion to simply turn it off entirely does not actually account for. There is a third, genuinely important piece worth naming. This specific pattern connects to a considerably broader human tendency worth taking seriously. That genuine, felt safety often depends less on complete, thorough illumination of every possible danger and more on maintaining a small, reliable, ongoing point of contained warmth, a principle that extends well beyond a single lamp into how many people quietly, instinctively structure their entire ordinary daily lives. If you recognize this specific habit of leaving one small light on through the night, hear this clearly. It was never leftover fear of the dark or a childish habit requiring correction. According to Jung's understanding, it very often reflects a genuine grown echo of an original real message. that someone was near and everything was going to be fine, and this deserves honest recognition rather than the dismissive labels it has so often quietly received instead. Think honestly about your own version of this specific habit, the lamp, the blanket, the extra coffee, and consider what genuine felt message it continues to quietly provide you. Right below the single word for what this specific habit actually gives you, that the absence of it never quite replicates. Naming it honestly and giving yourself genuine permission to keep it without embarrassment is the real and practical way you begin honoring a real quiet form of self-care that was never actually childish to begin with. There is a final piece worth naming since it offers real, practical reassurance to anyone worried. This habit reflects unresolved fear. This pattern is genuinely common, and it says nothing negative about your current actual level of independence or emotional maturity. It simply reflects a specific, effective, and genuinely harmless way of accessing real, felt comfort, one that costs very little and provides something considerably valuable in return. A small, ongoing point of contained warmth in an otherwise dark and unpredictable world. Because leaving one small lamp on all night, long past any actual fear of the dark, was never, according to Carl Jung's understanding, wasteful or childish. It was the genuine, grown echo of an original message that someone was near, and everything was going to be fine. And understanding this honesty was always more accurate than the dismissive labels this quiet habit has so often received instead.